Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Teacher Redea, and it's nice to be talking to you again. I do hope everyone is in good health. So today, we are going to have a new lesson, and our lesson for today has something to do with shadows. You can also open your textbook to these pages, page 91 until 94. Okay. So today's lesson, our objectives are the following. First one, for you to understand what is a shadow, and the second one is for you to identify the correct shadow formed by an object. So to start with, let's go over first to our previous lessons. If you can still remember, it has something to do with light and light sources and how we see things and the importance of light. So let's go over first. So light is a form of energy. So we talk about the two sources of light, the natural light source and the man-made light source. And I will remind you again that when we talk about light source, that refers to anything that makes light. Okay, I want you to go over to these 8 pictures here and then tell me if it is a natural light or a man-made light source. Okay, first one we have here candle. So candle is man-made. Flashlight is man-made. Bulb is exactly man-made. Flames or fire is natural light source. Television is man-made. Volcano here is natural. Traffic light is man-made. And of course, sun is a natural light source. Okay, so we talked also last time how we see things. So I want you to go over to this picture. We have here a person looking at the flower. How the person able to see the flower? First, we need our light source. Here, the sun is our light source. Now, as you can see the arrows here, from our light source, it goes to our object, which is the flower. And then from the flower, the light bounces into the eye of a person. And that's the time that the person can see the object. But how will the person know if that is a flower? If you remember, I told you last time that our eyes will send message to our brain, and our brain will tell us, okay, that is a flower. So that's the time that we can see the object, and that's the flower. So much for our light. So now, let's start with our lesson for today. So I want you to look at this picture here, because we will discuss first how shadow is formed. We have here the sun. Okay, that is our light source. And we have here a tree. So this is our object. And I want you to be aware of this dark area in here. Do you know what is this? This one? Okay, that is what we call shadow. Now, how did the shadow form in this picture? Listen. From our light source, which is the sun, it will what? It will reflect to the object, which is the tree. And since the light from the sun cannot pass through in this area, So this area will form a dark part. And this dark area here, this is what we call shadow. So therefore, shadow is formed when the light source is being blocked by an object. Did you understand? Hope you do understand. Now, what are shadows? Sometimes an object blocks the path of light. This area where light does not reach is called shadow. Shadow is created when the light is being blocked by an object. Shadow is an area of darkness where light is blocked. So I want you to look at this picture again. So we have here our light source. We have here the object. And of course, since the rays of light cannot pass through here in this area, so this creates a dark portion in here, and this dark area here is what we call, very good, shadow. So that is how a shadow is formed, and that is what shadow means. So again, shadow is an area of darkness where light is blocked. Or in short term, when we talk about shadow, that is what? Okay, so that is the area where light does not reach. So that is what you call shadow. Very good. So, I want you to spot the shadows from the following pictures. So let's take a look at the first picture here. So this is at the park. So where are the shadows here? Of course, the dark area. So exactly this one, this one, this one, and this one. There's a lot of shadows here formed by the object. Let's take a look at our next picture. Okay, so which are the shadows here? The dark area wherein the light did not reach. So this one, this is a shadow of the girl, and this is the shadow of the lamppost. Well done. Let's keep going. Another point that you need to remember about shadow is that a shadow has the same shape as the object that forms it. So I want you to look at these pictures here. So this one, it formed same shape. The second one, my shadow looks like me. So the shadow that the boy formed is exactly the same as what the boy is doing. So another one, my shadow runs with me. Take a look at that. So of course, exactly. Very good. Next, my shadow skips with me. Well done, boys and girls. So now I want you to go over to these pictures here and tell me which picture formed the correct shadow. This is A and this is B. So look at the cats in here. So which cat formed the correct shadow? Exactly, this one, because there's no object from this. How about this next one? Yes, exactly. Since the boy is running, so it will also form the shadow exactly the same. And the third one, take a look. The shadow is in front of him, but our light source is in front. Remember that shadow is formed when an object blocked the light source. So B is the correct answer. Well done, boys and girls. Now, before we end, I want you to remember these points. First, shadow is an area of darkness where light is blocked. And the second one, a shadow has the same shape as the object that forms it. Okay, so that ends our lesson for today, and I do hope that you remember what we talk about and do your homework. I will be checking your work, guys, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye for now.